Welcome back for episode 31 of our Road to 1500. We are on 1220 after a draw in our last game. We are going to play a game of 1510 Rapid. So let's go and have a look at who we're going to get. And we do actually get the white pieces. So we are going to play e4. And our opponent is playing the French defense, I think, which is a bit of a pain. I think we will look to just take the center and advance our pawn, and then they try to undermine here. We can defend here. Let's just take, coming out with check. That's fine. Just attack them. They're developing their pieces. So I can come out with check and develop my piece. I do need to get my bishop out, so let's try that. Check. They block. Okay, so we could bring... Okay, this... We do need to be wary of this pawn here because it is weak. It's a weakness now. So we could bring our knight here. Opponent's playing super fast. I think we probably want a castle as well. There are 12-12 from Singapore, SH7N. It's castle. And just try and take our time. We don't commonly play this. So we're going to have to... Right, I don't think we want to take... I think I'm going to bring this bishop back here. They can hop in here, I suppose. I quite like having this here. Okay, so if we push this pawn here, they come down, take. Doesn't really work. We do need to be wary of them bringing the knight into this square. Let's develop this knight. I know they're starting to attack down here, but let's try and attack their king. If we bring the knight here, we're going to have an attack on that square. And we left that pawn hanging. So that was a big mistake. So our opponent's a pawn up, which is not ideal. I'm going to move this here. We need to be really careful and calculate. That knight was defending that pawn and we just moved it. So we really need to be a bit more careful than that. We do have a check here. Check, and then we can actually pick up this knight and win the pawn back. I'm guessing our opponent will probably take our knight. That seems sensible. So we'll bring our queen over. And we are mounting some sort of attack here. Probably want to try and get this open file with our rook. So we can plan to move our rook here. Let's be super careful. It's very easy to play fast when your opponent is playing fast. You can get sucked into wanting to play rapidly as well. Okay, so they're trying to undermine our pawn here. I think we have an attack here. So if we bring our queen here, we're not too worried. We're threatening checkmate. They'll probably push the pawn down, but it seems good. Let's try that. So our opponent can take, but well, it's not checkmate because the king's got an escape square there, but it would definitely put them under a lot of pressure. So they're going to have to do something. They might move this down here. They could block the bishop here. See what they do. Take with the rook. Yeah, we've got some pressure going on here for sure. Maybe we should have taken with the pawn first, then move the queen up. We can check that in the analysis. Once this pawn falls, it opens up the potential of that bishop. Okay, so if they do that. Okay, have we got? Okay, we don't really have a sacrifice because they can bring their knight in. So they do that, but I can't help but think that that weakens the. I think we can fall back, protecting this. Things are opening up in front of their king. We're threatening to take. This pawn is defended by that bishop. I think a good lesson here is just to tighten up in the opening and just keep an eye out for loose pieces. Losing that pawn was silly. This is the Alpine Sicilian defense, seemingly. Okay, so they're attacking this pawn twice. So take. They could even bring the queen in. I could bring this here. Take. Open up our rook. Sacrifice. Take. Doesn't work. I am tempted to play this. Take. They would have a check here with the queen. We can just move the king over. Take. What's the move here? Take. We could attack this. I'm going to take. I'm not sure this is the right idea, but I'm going to. It does open things up for our opponent. I think our pawn was quite nice there. But let's immediately. Okay, so if we attack their knight. So if we attack the knight immediately, they could bring it here. And if they bring it there, they're attacking us here. Let's do this first. I suppose they can always hop to here with the knight as well. Yeah, not sure that was the move. We could move our queen here. I suppose all they have to do is then move that pawn down and they're attacking us with the bishop. I'm just going to move this here for now, just to block the knight jumping in here. And then if the knight jumps here, we can... Okay. So they're coming down on us. So let's... So if we attack the knight, it jumps here. That's not a good move, I don't think. Let's attack it. Oh, I suppose it's defended by this. But we did want that open file, I think. If we bring the rook here and the bishop there, if they take, we take the queen. So that could be quite nice. Being a pawn down, I think we need to be looking for some sort of tactic. Okay, so they protect again that way. Take. I don't think we want to sacrifice our rook. Could start attacking this pawn here. Let's just bring this bishop back. Attack again. We've got 8 minutes. Our opponent's got 12. Got to look for some tactics here. Their queen is shielded by this bishop now. Okay. They've hopped in the knight. Okay, if we put the queen here, they can fork us there. So we can't let them do that. I think we need to attack it this way. I suppose they can bring the queen here. Got to be really careful here. This knight's invaded the territory. We could put another attacker on it. Got to be super careful here. So if they bring the queen here, should we attack the knight again? Should we give up that open file to attack the knight there, or attack it with this rook? If we attack with this rook, we weaken the defense of this pawn. Okay, they'll probably just bring in their bishop then. I feel like we have to take that, I think. Okay, they took with that. That's interesting. Take. Check. Okay, this pawn is hanging. The queen is attacking it. If I move this pawn up here, it's going to weaken. I mean, then the bishop can get in here. I don't massively like that. We could bring the queen here to defend. We could push. We could push if they take, they're weakening their king first. Oh no, they can take with the rook. Don't particularly like it, but we will defend that way. Oh no. I don't think that. I think we probably should have defended with the queen. We'll see. Okay, so they're lining up here. This pawn is attacked by the queen. Double up. It's protecting the pawn. We've blocked off our bishop. Could bring the bishop there. That would be quite a nice square for it. I'm going to try and double up our rooks here. Oh, this square is defended by the bishop twice. Okay, they're tripling up there now. Attack. Could attack here. That weakens that pawn there. I think we've got enough defense on that now. Take. You can do it with two. Push. Take. Do I want to lose that open file? Probably not. I'm just going to... Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know why. I'm going to try to attack this pawn. Okay, they've brought that all the way in. But I think I can come here now. Take. Or come here. Take. If I come here, take. That's okay, I think. Right. I'll just take it. +2. Okay. I think I can come up here. They can take the bishop. Check, I take. It's defend. This square's defended. Okay. I have to come back now. Take, check. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I got myself into a lot of trouble there. And looks like we made a blunder. Let's just go to the analysis screen. We played a 70%. Our opponent played an 86.4. They played a 1900 rated game, and ours was just like an 1150. So first time getting the white pieces in a while, and we didn't get to play the Vienna. This is all best. That was an inaccuracy. We should have blocked with the knight. Oh, we could have taken there, actually. And this is our mistake where we left a pawn hanging. That's an inaccuracy. Should have just taken then. Came back. Best. Excellent. Okay, so this was a risky move, so we shouldn't have done that. Moving back there was fine. They attacked us. That was a miss. That was a mistake. So moving there, but I thought that, why is moving there better? Let's just see that, because I thought if I moved to here, they could come here with a fork on both my queen and the rook. So let's just have a look at why that was best, because they do that. Oh, but we just come there with check. We've got a tactic. We end up a pawn up that way. Okay, need to keep our eyes on these tactics. I didn't plan that far ahead. I was just trying to avoid that fork. They went there, we took, that was best. That was, okay, we wondered whether that was the right move. And actually coming here to attack this pawn was better. Let's just have a look. So there. Okay, saying it wasn't fine. It wasn't the best move for our opponent to come in and take the pawn if we didn't do that. But there you go. They doubled up. Yeah, we should have gone for that. I was looking at that. So maybe that looks like we should have done that instead. Okay. So we did that. Wasn't the best idea. Oh, moving here was a mistake. We should have done that. That's a great move. And that was not the move. Yeah. Yeah, we let our opponent play this check, and we should have, I was looking at this, we should have moved here. They got their check in, and then they saw their opportunity, and fair play to my opponent. They took advantage. So it just shows you just a couple of missteps, and we were in trouble there. So we got the white pieces. Unfortunately, our opponent played the French defense, so we weren't able to play the Vienna, and we found ourselves in some trouble. But, you know, it happens. We are down to 12-10. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, comment to join the conversation, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.